Welcome to the unfiltered wisdom of Mrs. Roberta. Let's first talk about challenging social conventions, always an essential part of my life philosophy. Social norms and expectations, though often well-intentioned, can become chains that hinder us from exploring our true potential and living authentically. Over my 92 years, I have found that questioning and, at times, breaking with the conventional can open doors to a richer and more fulfilling life. Welcome to an extraordinary life account, full of courage, audacity, and wisdom accumulated over 92 years of unparalleled experiences. This is not just another video, it's an inspiring journey that challenges norms, questions expectations, and celebrates the beauty of living an authentic life. Imagine a time when women were confined to a predetermined fate, and deviating from that path brought disapproval and challenges. Mrs. Roberta not only challenged these expectations but also embraced the unknown with unmatched courage. The decision to travel alone, defying the taboos of the time, turned out to be a journey that transcended geographical borders, teaching lessons of independence, self-confidence, and the surprising kindness found in distant lands. So, brace yourselves for a journey that transcends conventional barriers, challenges complacency, and lights the way to a fulfilling life. In my youth, expectations regarding what a woman should be and do were very different from today. We were expected to follow a predetermined path, marry young, have children, and dedicate our lives to homemaking. However, I always felt a burning fire within me, a thirst for adventures and knowledge beyond the limits of this traditional life. I vividly remember when I made the decision to travel alone for the first time. In those days, a woman traveling alone was unheard of and disapproved of. Family and friends expressed concern and disagreement, warning about challenges I might face. But in my heart, I knew I needed to embark on this adventure. This journey became one of the most enriching experiences of my life, teaching me about independence, self-confidence, and the immense kindness of strangers in distant lands. These lessons have been invaluable throughout my life. Another convention I challenged was the idea that education is only for the young. At the age of 58, I decided to enroll in university courses. I faced doubts and skepticism, but my desire to learn was stronger than any criticism. This academic experience not only expanded my knowledge but also provided me with the opportunity to interact with young and vibrant minds, which was incredibly rejuvenating. Challenging the conventional also means daring to express opinions and thoughts that may go against the mainstream. I have always advocated for my beliefs with passion, actively participating in debates and discussions, even when my views were unpopular. This honesty and openness earned me both admirers and critics, but more importantly, it allowed me to live with integrity. In my personal life, I also challenged expectations by choosing not to marry young and, instead, dedicating myself to exploring my passions and building a career. This choice, though controversial, allowed me to develop a sense of identity and purpose that would have been hard to achieve otherwise. In conclusion, challenging social conventions is not always easy and often involves risks. However, it can also be incredibly liberating and enriching. I encourage everyone to question norms that do not resonate with them, to follow their own path, and to live a life that reflects their true values and desires. In the end, every act of courage and authenticity brings us closer to a full and satisfying life. Do not be afraid to be different, to question, and to seek your own happiness, even if it means deviating from the traditional path. Now, let's talk about the importance of living without regrets, an approach to life that I have passionately embraced. This principle is based on the courage to make decisions that reflect our deepest desires and values, even when they go against conventional expectations or the safe path. Since my youth, I resolved not to let fear or doubt dictate my path. I wanted to reach old age and be able to look back without regretting missed opportunities or unfulfilled dreams. This decision to live boldly shaped every aspect of my life and was the source of some of my most enriching and memorable experiences. One of the most crucial moments was the decision to leave my hometown and venture abroad. At that time, I was a young woman with little more than dreams and a suitcase full of hopes. Many warned me about the risks, saying I was making a mistake and would regret it. But in my heart, I knew that if I didn't take that flight, I would always wonder, what if? This experience not only taught me about independence and adaptability but also opened me up to new cultures, languages, and friendships that enriched my life in unimaginable ways. Another significant decision was changing careers in midlife. I worked for years in a field that, while secure and stable, did not fill me with passion. The switch to a new path was frightening but also invigorating. I found a renewed purpose and satisfaction that I had never experienced in my previous work. This transition showed me that it is never too late to reinvent oneself. I also took risks in my personal life, choosing relationships that were not always in line with what was expected of me. Some of these relationships did not last, but each taught me valuable lessons about love, loss, and the importance of being true to oneself. These experiences were fundamental in understanding what I truly value in a partner and in relationships in general. Living without regrets does not mean acting recklessly or without consideration of consequences. It is about being connected with oneself, understanding our true passions and desires, and having the courage to pursue them. It means not letting the fear of failure or judgment prevent us from experiencing new situations or following less traveled paths. Over the years, I have learned that the deepest regrets often come from the things we did not do, the opportunities we let slip away, and the dreams we did not pursue. Therefore, I encourage each of you to reflect on what truly matters, to make bold decisions, and to live a life that, in the end, is filled with exciting stories, valuable lessons, and, most importantly, without regrets. Now, let's talk about embracing change and uncertainty, aspects that inevitably all of us face in our lives. This ability to adapt and thrive in the midst of the unknown and unexpected is something I have cultivated over my 92 years, and I would like to share how this ability can positively transform our existence. Life, at its core, is constant change, from the most insignificant moments to the most transcendent transformations. Uncertainty is a constant companion. Learning to accept and embrace this fact allows us to navigate life with more grace, flexibility, and strength. I remember a period of my life when I faced a drastic and unexpected change. I was a young adult when I suddenly lost my job, an occupation that had been my security and pride for many years. At that moment, I felt disoriented and fearful of the future. However, over time, this adversity turned into a disguised blessing. It propelled me to reconsider my life path, explore new opportunities, and discover passions I had neglected. If it weren't for that unexpected loss, I would never have embarked on a journey that led me to a much more fulfilling and enriching career. Another valuable lesson about change came with motherhood. Becoming a mother completely transformed my world. Although filled with love and joy, it also brought immense responsibility and a total transformation in my lifestyle. I learned to adapt to a new rhythm of life, finding happiness and fulfillment in the challenges and rewards that come with raising a child. Over the years, I have faced many other changes in residence, losses of loved ones, social and technological shifts, and each one has taught me the importance of resilience. Resilience doesn't mean being immune to pain or difficulty, but it is the ability to recover and learn from these experiences. It is finding the strength to rise repeatedly, adapting, and growing with each challenge. For those facing changes and feeling uncertain about the future, my advice is to see these moments not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities to learn and transform. Approach each change with an open mind, seeking the lessons and possibilities it offers. Cultivate mental and emotional flexibility, allowing yourself to explore new perspectives and solutions. Moreover, maintaining a support network during periods of change is crucial. Friends, family, community groups, or professionals can offer advice, comfort, and different viewpoints that can be invaluable. Finally, remember that change is the only constant in life. Learning to embrace it is not just a skill but a way of living that allows us to experience life in all its richness and diversity. By accepting and adapting to change, we not only survive but also have the opportunity to flourish and discover new dimensions of ourselves and the world around us. As we come to the end of this extraordinary journey, I invite you to reflect on the wealth of shared wisdom. This is not just a story but a vibrant testimony of a life lived with courage, authenticity, and the determination to challenge norms. I thank you for sharing this time with me. Don't forget to follow our channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. May each of you find inspiration to write your own unique and meaningful story. May the journey continue, full of courage, authenticity, and joy.